Board please welcome Professor Ian Johnstone to launch us off. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. We've been asked to address basically those questions there rather than is there a justification for lowering speed limits. So why aren't we making progress? What's blocking us? What have we got to do to change it? Seems to me the main blocker is the public and therefore the political system doesn't understand the importance of speed moderation in reducing death and injury on the road. There's enough research around that shows us that if we could shift the entire speed distribution to the left, we'll reduce the number of crashes and we'll certainly reduce the number of injuries. So why isn't it happening? Well, let's have a look at all of the players. Let's start with the vehicle. It fascinates me that we've got a whole raft of design rules around crashworthiness, collapsible steering columns, airbags, seat belts, etc., now moving into crash prevention with electronic stability control and the like. There is not one vehicle design rule that relates to top speed capability or acceleration performance, not one. And then we look at the instruments we provide in the vehicle. I don't know how long it is since you took a look at your speedometer, but it goes to around 240 kilometres an hour if it's a 4-cylinder, 270 or 300 if it's a sports model. So we provide an instrument that is totally unfit for purpose. And then as an auto industry, we say that speeding is entirely in the hands of the driver. We're not encouraging it at all. Let's move past the vehicle to the road system. We have entirely the wrong measure of mobility. We use journey time, we use average speed. Mobility is not about how long the journey takes. Mobility is about having access to the services you want at a time of your choosing. And so we ought to stop measuring the length of time for a journey. And there's another myth in there that a lower speed limit increases journey time. That is a nonsense. It's all about the number of stops within the journey. So the vehicle engineering profession, the road and traffic engineering profession are both contributing to the lack of progress. And then of course we market and sell on power and performance. And I've been on about that for a long time. Nobody listens, so I'll say it again. If you look, the RTA in New South Wales led a pitch against the advertisers, and they lodged something like 40 objections to television ads within a 12-month period. And they were all rejected by the advertising watchdog on the grounds that they were clearly imaginary situations and nobody could believe that anyone, like if you're spinning your ute in a wheat field and creating a dust storm, that's obviously not promoting speed because it's not a realistic situation. Well, of course, we know that's not true. I mean, just yesterday I pulled this out of a magazine. I don't expect you to be able to read it. It's an advertisement for the new Mini John Cooper Works Cabrio, and it says, sit down, buckle up and keep your mouth shut. And I won't read the whole thing because I haven't got time, but it says John Cooper first developed the rear-engine single-seat racer, a move that revolutionised open-top racing. This awesome racing tradition lives on through many challenges, etc. Now I can show you a whole heap of brands and they'll all come up with the same thing. We are still selling on power and performance. So is it surprising that the public, and through them the politicians, don't understand the importance of moderating the speed distribution? So what have we got to do about it? We are not yet even confronting the issue of culture change around speed. And whilst there are things we can do in the short term, if we're going to deal with this in the long term, we have to approach it in the same way that we approached smoking or other public health issues, and we have to start seriously working on changing that culture. And I reckon I've got about 30 seconds to spare, so I'll stop. 13? Well, that's all right, I'll stop anyway. Thank you.